Audiobook Academy Biography presents Nikola Tesla. When it comes to inventing, Nikola Tesla is best known for his Tesla coil, alternating current, AC, electricity, and the discovery of the rotating magnetic field. The alternating current, AC, electric system, invented by Nikola Tesla, is the most widely used electrical system in the world today. The Tesla coil, which is still in use in radio technology, was another invention of his. Born in what is now Croatia, Nikola Tesla moved to the United States in 1884 and briefly worked with Thomas Edison before the two split ways. George Westinghouse bought some of his patents, including the rights to his AC gear. Childhood. Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan, Croatia. There were 5 children in the family, which included Dane, Angelina, Milka, and Marika. Tesla was one of them. Juka Mandic, Tesla's mother, inspired him to pursue a career in electrical engineering when he was growing up by inventing tiny household products in her leisure time. As a Serbian Orthodox priest and writer, Tesla's father, Milutin, encouraged his son to follow in his footsteps and join the clergy. In contrast, Nikola's interests were firmly in the scientific realm. Education. While working as a clerk at the Central Telephone Exchange in Budapest in the 1870s, Nikola Tesla studied at the Realschule Karlstadt, later renamed to the Johann Rudolf Glauber Realschule Karlstadt, in Germany and the Polytechnic Institute in Graz, Austria. Tesla had the idea for the induction motor while living in Budapest, but after failing to garner traction for his innovation for several years, at the age of 28, he chose to move to the United States. Thomas Edison versus Nikola Tesla. With only the clothing on his back and a letter introducing him to Thomas Edison, the legendary inventor and business magnate whose DC-based electrical works were quickly becoming the standard in the country, Nikola Tesla landed in the United States in 1884. Tesla was employed by Edison, and the two men began to collaborate on improving Edison's ideas. Later on, the two parted ways over a business-scientific relationship that historians have linked to their very different personalities. In contrast to Edison, who was a powerful and financially successful entrepreneur, Tesla's business inadequacy and vulnerability made him an attractive target for skeptics. First solo endeavor. For the Tesla Electric Light Company in 1885, Tesla was given the responsibility of developing superior arc lighting by his backers. Despite his success, Tesla was eventually forced to leave the company and resorted to working as a manual laborer to make ends meet. 2 years later, he acquired finance for his new Tesla Electric Company, which would lead to a dramatic shift in his fortunes. Inventions. On numerous occasions, Tesla came up with concepts for innovations that were later patented by someone else. These include dynamos, electrical generator-like batteries, the induction motor, and a number of other key inventions. Additionally, he was a pioneer in the discovery of radar technology, X-ray technology, remote control, and the rotating magnetic field, which is the basis of most AC machinery. His contributions to AC electricity and the Tesla coil have made him one of the most widely recognized inventors in the world. AC electrical system. To power the modern world for more than a century, the alternating current, AC, electrical system devised by Nikola Tesla quickly rose to prominence. A year after securing financial backing for his fledgling Tesla Electric Company, Nikola Tesla was able to file for many patents on AC-based technology. When American engineer and industrialist George Westinghouse was looking for a way to supply the nation with long-distance power, Tesla's AC system attracted his eye. Tesla bought his patents from Westinghouse for $60,000 in cash and shares in 1888 because he was convinced that Tesla's technologies would help him reach this goal. Thomas Edison's direct current, DC, system was in direct rivalry with Tesla and Westinghouse's AC systems as interest in AC systems developed. Edison began a smear campaign in the media to reduce public enthusiasm for alternating current electricity. The 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago selected the Westinghouse Corporation to furnish the lights, and Tesla demonstrated his AC system there. Generating electricity from water. First AC hydroelectric power facilities in the U.S. were designed by Tesla in Niagara Falls in 1895. Using it to power Buffalo in the next year was well publicized and contributed to the adoption of AC electricity as the world's primary power source. Tesla's Tesla coil, invented in the late 1800s and still in use in modern radio technology, was patented by the inventor in the late 19th century. The Tesla coil is an inductor used in many early radio transmission antennas, and it is the heart of an electrical circuit. A capacitor and a coil work together to resonate current and voltage from a power source. Tesla personally studied the planet and its atmosphere using his coil to investigate fluorescence, X-rays, radio, wireless power, and electromagnetic free resources. Having become fixated on wireless energy transmission, Tesla began work on his most ambitious project to date around 1900, the creation of a global wireless communication system, to be transmitted via a large electrical tower, for the exchange of information and the supply and distribution of free energy throughout the world. When a group of investors led by J.P. Morgan agreed to fund Tesla's free energy project, the inventor got to work in earnest in 1901, designing and erecting a facility on Long Island, New York, known as Wardenclyffe, complete with a power plant and a gigantic transmission tower. However, several of Tesla's investors had questions about the system's viability. In the face of his adversary, Guglielmo Marconi, with the financial backing of Andrew Carnegie and Thomas Edison, Tesla was forced to abandon the project. In 1906, Wardenclyffe's employees were put off, and by 1915, the property had gone into foreclosure. Upon Tesla's bankruptcy a year later, the tower was disassembled and sold for scrap as a way to assist pay off his debts. Death ray. While working as a consultant, Tesla recovered from a nervous breakdown following the closure of his free energy project and returned to work. It was only as the years passed by that his ideas became increasingly ridiculous. He became more and more crazy, spending most of his time tending to wild pigeons in New York City's parks. Tesla's idea of developing a strong death ray, which garnered considerable attention from the Soviet Union during World War II, even drew the notice of the FBI. What happened to Nikola Tesla? On January 7, 1943, at the age of 86, Tesla succumbed to coronary thrombosis in New York City, where he had lived for more than 60 years. In spite of this, however, the legacy of Tesla's work goes on to this day. In 1994, a Nikola Tesla corner sign was erected at the junction of 40th Street and 6th Avenue in New York City, the site of his former laboratory. Tesla-related films. The life and works of Tesla have been depicted in a number of films, most notably The Secret of Nikola Tesla, a 1980 biographical film starring Orson Welles as J.P. Morgan. Nikola Tesla, The Genius Who Lit the World, a 1994 documentary produced by the Tesla Memorial Society and the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade, Serbia. The Prestige, a 2006 fictional film about two magicians directed by Christopher Nolan, with rock star David Bowie portraying Tesla. The Electric Car and Tesla Motors. Tesla Motors was started in 2003 by a group of engineers who wanted to construct the first all-electric vehicle. Tesla's co-founder and CEO, Elon Musk, is an entrepreneur and engineer who invested $30 million in the firm in 2004. Tesla introduced the Roadster, its first electric vehicle, in 2008. The Roadster, a high-performance sports automobile, helped shift the public's attitude of electric vehicles. Since its inception in 2014, the Tesla Model S has achieved a new world record for acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour, clocking in at 2.28 seconds. While Porsche and Lamborghini are known for their high-performance sports cars, Tesla has shown that an electric car can match theirs in terms of performance. Wardenclyffe and the Tesla Science Center. The Wardenclyffe land has changed hands multiple times since Tesla's original forfeiture of his free energy scheme. However, efforts to make it a National Historic Site have been unsuccessful on three separate occasions: 1967, 1976 and 1994. Tesla Science Center, TSC, was created in 2008 with the goal of purchasing the site and converting it into a museum dedicated to the inventor's work, which was completed in 2013. After the sale of the Wardenclyffe land for $1.6 million in 2009, the TSC worked tirelessly to acquire funds to purchase it. It was in 2012 when Matthew Inman of the Oatmeal.com cooperated with the TSC in an internet fundraising initiative, culminating in the acquisition of the site in May 2013. Tesla Science Center said the site is restricted to the public for the foreseeable future for safety and preservation concerns while restoration work is ongoing. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button for more content like this. See you in next video.